Welcome to our morning show today from WRCO Radio. We have a real treat representing Kickapoo Schools. We have the cast and the director of James and the Giant Peach, which will be presented next weekend. Joining us in the studio is director Catherine Miller. We have Maddie Smith, Micah Fletcher, and Charlie Zellhofer joining us in the studio to talk about this upcoming production. Well, here we go again, Catherine. Busy time for you guys in Kickapoo.
Yes, thank you so much for having us today.
No problem. Why did you choose this particular production?
Well, I would say I really struggled to pick something this last spring, not because, I just have a plethora of talent, and finding musicals that feature so many characters is hard. But I also wanted to do something that we haven't done before, and we've done a lot of musicals at Kickapoo. So when I came across this show, James and the Giant Peach, the musical, I was just listening to the music, and every single song, I was just like, wow, that is a great song. That's another great song. And of course, I knew the story from growing up and seeing the Tim Burton Disney version of it. And I'm like, this might be our musical. And then, yeah, I did end up deciding on it. So.
When you put in for a musical, sometimes are they not available, or sometimes maybe you get disappointed then, don't you?
Yeah, there's times where you put in for a show and there's a tour coming through that is doing it in close proximity to that date, and you don't always get that contract. So, yeah.
Tell us about the story. I guess if we're familiar with the children's book, it follows a similar path, I'm sure, doesn't it?
Yep. Yeah. So the musical follows a pretty similar track to the story. So by Roald Dahl. So if you know the story of Willy Wonka or Matilda, it's the same author. But basically, James is an orphan. His parents died when he was young, and he has to go live with his very atrocious aunts who treat him horribly. And one night he's in the garden and meets the Lotta Lords, and they give him a magic potion that he's supposed to drink, but he ends up spilling it instead by this old peach tree and with all these insects. So they become gigantic, which our peach on stage fills up pretty much our entire stage. So it's pretty magnificent. And so James ends up inside the peach to get away from his aunts and meets all the insects. They go on a big adventure across the ocean, and then end up in New York City, and really live happily ever after, like finding family and friends that he never had in his life before. So it's just a great family-friendly show. The songs are amazing. I said, most people are not going to know the songs coming in, but I promise you're going to be singing like 3 or 4 of them out of the back. They're just super catchy. Is
there one that's the most famous from the musical?
I would say Shake It Up is probably the one that I would say is probably the most catchy, but yeah, it's just not as well-known musical. It was an off-Broadway production, and if you know The Greatest Showman and Dear Evan Hansen, those musicals, the composers also wrote the music for this show. So really, really talented writers.
Had James drank the potion himself, then I'm assuming that he would have been large or
we assume
giant?
So. We don't know, but
okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's left for us to ponder on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. And, I think that, as you mentioned, young children will enjoy this too, right?
Yes, and it is also a shorter show as well. So, I mean, each act is under an hour. So, with a little intermission in there, I think it's definitely something kids can sit through as well, but also super enjoyable jokes and things that older adults will get and find humor in as well. So,
who helped you make the Giant Peach?
Well, my dad helps a lot construct everything, and then Denise Buckby from Viroqua, she does a lot of our painting and artistic things on stage, and we just amazing team because there's always things in my brain that I'm like, okay, how do we do this? And it took us a long time to kind of figure out how do we build this peach where it's gonna hold together and support, because it's over a 50-foot canvas stretched over it. So,
oh my goodness.
Yeah. So it's pretty amazing.
That is. This is the first time that Kickapoo has put this production on then?
Yep. Yeah. And I don't know any other places around here that's done it. So
no, I've not heard of it. In the years that you've had plays, I mean, you've had some repeats just because you really have to, because you've done it for so many years.
Yeah.
But how do you decide, like, hey, maybe we're going to bring one back or not? Maybe because of the
it
students
just really depends on who I know is coming up. What talent do I have? how many kids can I feature? So a lot of, even Rodgers and Hammerstein musicals, they've got 2 female leads and 2 male leads, and then everybody else is chorus. So I just love this one because there's like 9 features in this show. So
how do you choose the cast?
So we have auditions in May. Just hand out the material and students look through it and read through it and see what characters they like, and come and audition and go from there.
Sometimes you have a plethora of upperclassmen. In the studio today, we have all sophomores.
Yeah, and that's mostly because I have seniors and juniors also featured in the show, but we had such a busy week at school with field trips, the end of the quarter, college visits, ACT prep today for our juniors that I was like, well, sophomores, who wants to go? So, because everybody else was just so busy this week. So,
can you tell us who you brought along here?
Yeah, I've got Maddie Smith and Micah Fletcher and Charles Zellhofer.
All right. Well, let's chat with them a little bit here. Maddie, you're on here. Tell me about the part that you play.
Well, I play the character of Grasshopper, and he is a very calm, level-headed musician who takes on the role of James's father when kind of throughout you can kind of see the development in the character and how he kind of takes that role in, and also has a not so subtle eye on Ladybug. He always has a fiddle on hand in case everyone needs just some well-needed lifting.
So you have a prop, you have a fiddle on stage?
Yeah, we have a little fiddle, and then I have a bow that I always have with it.
Were you aware of James and the Giant Peach before this?
Nope. Never knew. I've heard of the story, but I've never really paid much attention to it, I guess. It's good music, I will say. The musical is very good music.
Was it hard to learn your song?
There were a couple songs that were definitely harder to learn than others, but I have them all down now, so that's what's important.
You auditioned in May. Then did you work on it over the summer months as well?
It was interesting because I was also in another musical over the summer. I did Mary Poppins in Westby, so I had to really focus on that stuff as well. But then I would always go back and look at lines and music whenever I got the chance.
So it sounds like theater is a part of you now. Mm-hmm. How many productions have you been in, Maddie?
I think it's just those 2, but I've done drama plays for school as well.
Okay. And is that something you'd like to get into someday when your schooling days are done?
I'm definitely always going to have it as an option just because it's something that I do enjoy a lot. But I have other things that I would try go for first.
What are some other things you're involved in at Kickapoo Schools?
Well, I do math team, and we're actually going to Platteville next week for a competition. So math is a big part of my life as well, and I want to go into a math-related career first. That's really the big one.
Good for you. Somehow you might not believe this, but I once was on the math team too for just a little bit. But that's tough stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you do to prepare for that?
Well, we always get a packet of a wide variety of different equations and problems that we could have or that would be related to what we could have. And it's usually a very thick packet because you're never truly going to know what you're going to have to do.
Do you like story problems?
Not really.
No.
Thank you. I like solid numbers.
I was going to say, some of those really would lose me. Mm-hmm. So you're looking at this, looking forward to James and the Giant Peach, and why do you think somebody should attend? What would you say to somebody if they're asking you why they should go?
I would definitely say for the sake of the music. The music is absolutely amazing. It will get stuck in your head.
Good. We'll have to see it. It's next weekend again at Kickapoo Schools. Catherine, tickets are on sale, right?
Yep, tickets went on sale on Monday, so you can call and reserve tickets or stop in the high school office or just come that day or night and purchase them at the door.
It's next Thursday, Friday, and then you have the matinee Saturday.
Yep,
then.
Thursday, Friday at 7, Thursday, Friday at 7, and Saturday at 2. Yep.
Great. So you got a week to prepare if you're feeling like if you were to put it on this weekend, you'd be ready?
Honestly, yes. We actually, after Tuesday's practice, both Mr. Smith and I both said, if we had to do it tomorrow, we could do it. And that's a really good feeling. I'm like knocking on wood. I don't want to like jinx it. So,
but that's rare because there are some. I've been in some productions where like Tuesday of the week of, and you're like, I don't think we're going to pull this off. You know?
Yeah. No, I have to commend our students for just really always stepping up. I really feel like we go into that last week really well prepared. Everybody knows their stuff. Everybody's showing up to practice, so I feel very grateful. So.
You have such a tradition there at Kickapoo, and thanks to you and those that came before you. But I think that has to weigh in it, too, because you've got some moms and dads that were probably in some of these productions, maybe some grandmas and grandpas as well, right?
Yeah, so just helping behind the scenes. I mean, again, even my parents helped me a lot. So, I mean, I'm so thankful for the community of parents and even grandmas who are making, cookies for the refreshments. And yeah, it's really amazing.
Let's move over to the other side of the room. We have Micah Fletcher in with us as well. Good morning, Micah.
Good morning.
Great to have you in here. Tell me about the part that you play.
So I play Centipede, which is normally one part, but we have two people playing the same part. So I share a role with Lane Miller. He's not here. We're basically grouchy the whole time, just annoyed about every situation. Finding the way to like be a pest towards others, and sometimes it's kind of hard to stay in character because there's funny scenes that come up and you're like, oh wait, yeah, I'm not supposed to be into this.
So you got to stay grumpy then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I bet you that is hard to do. Is that a stretch for you? I mean, you're not
at all.
You're not grumpy during the day, are you? So did you know anything about James and the Giant Peach before the production started?
I had heard of the book, but I had never actually read it, so I didn't really know what to expect. But I'd known like what roles were going to be in it.
Did you go and watch the Disney production of
I
it?
have not, no.
No. Maybe it's better that you don't, right?
Yeah.
that way you can kind of do your own thing. So you play off a lot of the other people in the play. So do you have a particular solo in the song then, or in the show?
We have small solos in each song. I don't have just like a whole song to myself, but there's a lot of harmonies. Like that's pretty much what all the music is built off of. Is just mainly for the insects, all the harmonies just coming together with choreography and yeah.
Tell me about the costume that you wear.
So it's kind of like Indiana Jonesy almost. So we have little boots, like a trench coat over top of a white tank top, little like cowboy hat with things coming off it for like centipede ears. And then the little trench coat has like the centipede legs on the side. No, it's great.
It probably took some getting used to, because you were practicing without it, obviously, for a while, and then.
Well, yeah, because we have a tail, so any part that like spins, I'm like caught up in it. I'm like, oh no.
You haven't like accidentally tripped over or anything yet, though.
Not yet. Fingers crossed.
Oh yeah, I shouldn't have said that. What are some other things you're involved in at Kickapoo Schools?
So Travel Club is coming up in a couple months. I'm getting into basketball, which should start pretty soon, right? Mm-hmm. It's like 3 weeks away. This year, not much, really.
What did you say? Travel Club?
Yeah, so
we
have a Travel Club team, which it's every year, right?
Yeah.
And it's to a different spot every year. So this year is Pictured Rocks in Michigan. People basically sign up to just hang out in a different spot, and it's like right after the school year this year.
Okay. So so you have a little bit of a summer vacation as summer starts then. Well, that's something to look forward to. So you're a sophomore at Kickapoo. Have you thought about a career someday, something you're interested in?
Not really. I'm going to be honest. It's one of those things that just changes every year for me. I used to be into like sports broadcasting, used to be into the author side, used to be in like the music production side. It really just depends. But yeah, we're just looking out and seeing what happens.
Well, it sounds like you have a lot of interest there. You don't get bored then.
No.
Right. Let's move over and talk to Charlie Zellhofer as well. Charlie, good morning.
Good morning.
We heard that you had a lot of sugar, so you're ready to do this show then.
Perchance.
Okay. Tell me about the part that you play.
I play Ladalord. He is a mysterious character who James finds in the bushes of his auntie's garden. Interesting fact about him is you never hear his name on stage. He's very silly, little out there. He uses big words, big made-up words. So that's a little challenging sometimes to get those made-up words memorized. His specialty is just making James uncomfortable while also leading him to a better life. That is his ultimate goal, is to lead James to where he is comfortable.
So he has James's best interest in mind then, it sounds
yes.
like.
Yes.
Yeah. And who plays the part of James in the production?
Harlow Fleahardy,
Okay.
Jr. at Kickapoo.
All right.
Ladalord is another character who is normally one part, but we have divided it into two. My fellow lad is Nikolai Rose, a senior. It's a lot of fun, actually, having two people playing this part, because we can play off of each other and be silly with each other. There's a lot more physical comedy we can do with two people versus one.
So I understand that you're both on stage at the same time then?
Yes.
I was thinking that one was like an understudy one night and the other was on the next night.
No, we're always on all the time. And by all the time, I mean in a lot of scenes. We only have one big scene where we're talking and singing, but we just show up in random places, little places all throughout the musical. We not only serve as a guide for James, but also as a guide for the audience. We are a narrator throughout the story. We can break the fourth wall a couple times. We're the only character that can do that, so that's fun.
Oh, that's awesome. The director gave you the option to do that, though.
Oh,
So
yes.
that's pretty cool. What about your costume? What do you wear?
It is a very extravagant purple velvet suit with some nice purple pinstripe pants, normal dress shoes, and then I have this really tall teal top hat.
Sounds like disco or something like that,
A little bit.
Something from the 70s.
It's got a nice tailcoat and this funky bow tie.
Do you and your co-character, do you both wear the same exact
Yeah,
thing?
we are in identical outfits right down to the shoes.
Twins Day.
Yep.
It sounds like a good time. And what about the song that you sing?
We sing two big songs. We have Right Before Your Eyes, which is the prologue of the show, introducing the characters and a bit of the story. Everyone sings that, but the lads lead it. And then a second song similar to that, that's actually in the story, is Shake It Up, which is describing the process of making the potion that James is to consume. And it's a lot of fun. Both of our songs are nice swing, kind of funky, a lot of fun.
It sounds like you have two of the more memorable songs in the whole thing then.
I would say so, but I wouldn't actually. Those belong to the insects. They have the best songs.
They have their day.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. What are some other things you're involved in at Kickapoo School?
I run cross country, and I do band, and drama club in the spring, which is just musicals without the singing.
Cross country season just wound up not too long ago.
Yes. Our team finished fifth at sectional, so we unfortunately did not go to state, but we won our sixth conference championship in a row.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I saw, I believe it was Landon Turgeson was very, very close to going to state, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was almost there, but not quite.
Just missed it. So you like running?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm doing a 5K tonight, actually.
Are you really?
So is Micah.
Wow. So you're willingly doing that. Where are you doing that at? Just to practice?
At the school.
Oh.
It's a 5K fun run fundraiser for, I don't know who the money's going to. Viola Fire Department, I think.
Okay. And you guys are going to get involved in that then?
Yeah.
Good for you. Are you involved in a winter sport then?
No. Winter is reserved for honors bands.
Ah, okay. What instrument do you play?
Euphonium. If you've heard of that.
Sure.
more commonly referred to as baritone. It's just a small tuba, really.
Right, it is.
Plays in the same range as a trombone.
Underrated instrument.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nobody knows about it.
It's got a pretty good sound.
Yes, it does. Have you thought about a career that you like to get involved in?
Either I'm leaning towards music, either like a music professor at college or music teacher, composer, arranger, something there, or if something that might pay a little higher, I'd go into automotive or something aerospace.
Oh, okay. You could maybe do them both.
I definitely could, yeah.
Sure. Music is a hobby. We're talking about James and the Giant Peach at Kickapoo. We'll take a break and come back with more here on The Morning Show. We have members of the cast of James and the Giant Peach from Kickapoo Schools in to talk with us today about their upcoming musical and talk about whatever else is going on. Good to have you guys in here today. Halloween's tomorrow night. What's your favorite Halloween candy there, Charlie?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Anything chocolate?
Any variety of chocolate.
Okay. Yeah, I would go along with that. How about you, Micah?
That is a hard question. Probably some sort of Sour Patch.
Oh.
I like sour stuff.
Good call. Yeah. How about Maddie?
I really like Kit Kats and
Ooh.
Nerds gummy clusters.
Okay. I saw a poll. The least favorite one was candy corn.
I love candy corn.
Yeah?
I can't stand it.
Now, if you mix it with some salted peanuts and candy corn, that's pretty good. I like that. So, what about a favorite scary movie, Maddie?
Okay, I have to say either Annabelle or The Conjuring. Those are two very good ones.
Somebody mentioned Conjuring this morning. I don't believe I've seen that.
It's very good. I watched them somewhat recently because I hadn't watched them before, but I've rewatched it a couple times now just because it's really good.
And Catherine, you said no, you don't like.
I don't do scary movies. I said my worst ones maybe like the Muppet Halloween with Alice Cooper and
Vincent Price.
Vincent Price. So that's as scary as I go.
Yeah, that sounds pretty scary. How about you guys over here, Micah?
I haven't really done scary movies either, but I'm open.
They're very popular, it seems. Charlie?
I'm going to have to say the same on Mrs. Miller here. I don't watch scary movies.
Okay.
They're scary.
That's a good thing. Well, let's get back to the topic here. James and the Giant Peach going on next week. Does it take a lot of choreography? Did you have to learn to dance a little bit, Charlie?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got a lot of choreography. A lot of... What do? We spin. We don't spin. Help me out.
You fall into Nikolai at one point.
I do. I fall into his arms.
Nice.
We had some help too with that. So Delaney Fleehardy came back. She's a former Kickapoo student and sister of one of our cast. Came back to choreograph our big number, Plump and Juicy, and it's great. Calypso feel. And then I did a little bit, and then the cast also helps out a lot. Okay, what could we do here? And yeah, because we've got lots of kids in the musical with dance experience. So,
Maddie, you have dance experience, right?
Yeah, I actually dance in Richland Center at RC Dance.
Oh, good for you. Okay. Micah, do you have dance experience?
So I definitely do not have dance experience. It's outside my comfort zone, I'll say that. But it's been a lot of fun. Like Miss Miller mentioned, Plump and Juicy, there's so much chaos going around at the end that we kind of improv'd. And Brogan, who plays Earthworm, is like the lead and does a part with a lot of the like just normal chorus members in the background. And it's just so chaotic.
Is Plump and Juicy kind of the climactic number then? In the show?
I'd say so.
Yeah, I would say so.
Certainly the most danciest.
Okay.
Probably the most memorable.
I get a little tango with Brogan.
That sounds nice. Had you danced with him before or not?
No.
No, okay.
No, I don't.
Let's talk about some of the other cast members if we can. We'll move on.
Well, yeah, I feel bad that more people couldn't come today just because of the nature of what was going on at school. But our James, again, is Harlow Flea Hardy. We've got two atrocious aunts who are doing an amazing job, are Genesee Souza and Gwenny Kelly, and the rest of our insects. So again, we have Micah Fletcher here today as Centipede, and then Lane Miller is also playing with him. Obviously, Maddie here with Grasshopper, Beth Gander as Ladybug. Help me out, who am I forgetting? Brogan Carey as Earthworm, and Mackenzie Schwartz as Spider. And they all take on really amazing roles to help James and find family and friends. And then our Lotta Lords, obviously, Charlie, and then Nikolai Rose, who's not here today. So, yeah.
That's a good cast. And is it all just high schoolers, or do you involve some middle school students as well?
It's all high school in the cast, but we definitely have middle schoolers helping out with our spotlights and our tech crew, which shout out to them because, again, some of them show up before even our full cast and are at practices. They just add so much to the show. I said, it's just really fun. I said, sometimes like I'll hear singing in the back and it's the tech crew singing along with the cast, or we were doing Plump and Juicy the other day. And I was looking back at the spotlights and they're all literally like dancing, full out dancing in the back because they're just having so much fun. They've just been amazing to work with. And I was working on the program the other day and I said, the cast takes up a whole page of the program, but our thank yous take up two. And that says a lot about like how many community members and family members and staff help out with our show. You just cannot do a musical without all of that help. So we really appreciate all those people who step up to help us out.
When a song gets in your head, you call that an earworm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of, you can almost take that two ways here with James and the Giant Peach,
Yes,
with all the insects and worms that you have as well. And tech-wise, is it a challenging show that way as far as lighting and blocking?
Yes, but technology has come so far now. So Cole Muth helps us out a lot with our lighting. We literally sat like 6 hours one weekend and just, you can schedule the show. So then it's just, you put the cue in the script for the light crew and they just go, okay, Q1, Q2, Q3. But what's nice is that our tech crew is savvy enough that, if something's not right, they're able to add those other things in, when Cole can't be there and things like that. Same thing, our soundboard as well this year, we upgraded. That also has the capability to do that, where you can program the show into it instead of like trying to do individual sliders, 16 people on stage up and down. You're like Q1. Okay, that person's on, that person's off. And then you can manipulate the sound, volume on individuals as they have solos throughout, but it really makes it a lot less stressful on the poor soundboard people because that's a lot to keep track of.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I've done that before too, the soundboard, and you're sitting there with a flashlight following the script trying to, I better turn this one up, and I'm a little late on that one. So this takes care of that, it sounds like.
Yes, it helps a lot, yes.
What about the equipment that you have? It sounds like your school is giving you some pretty good support there with some of the stuff.
And I honestly, we just got done with our big pizza fundraiser. And again, thank you to all the community people. In that weekend, we made 3,303 pizzas in 5 hours.
Oh my goodness.
And so like that fundraiser helps us out so much, where I feel really grateful. Like if we really need something, we have the money there in our music account to help fund that, or the school will, do half or something like that. So that has helped a lot, where we can get the things that we really need. So
another thing that people don't, maybe many people don't realize, is the fact that you have to pay royalties to put these on, don't you?
Yeah, it's about $4,000 just to put on the show.
My goodness.
That's before set, that's before costumes, that's before any of that. So, I don't know that people really realize how expensive it is to put on a musical. And what I'm really proud of is that because, the school gives us a budget, and we've always been in the green, that we can keep our ticket prices low as well. So, most shows around here are charging, $20 for an adult ticket, and we're at $10 for adults and $5 for students and seniors. So it's very affordable. I want people to be able to afford to come, and so we hope, everyone just comes out and has a great evening or afternoon.
Do you accept some tips and donations for snacks and those kind of things?
Yeah, we'll have refreshments, and if people want to donate more, thank you so much for doing that, but not required, but yeah.
You've had several students from your programs go on to maybe pursue that a little bit higher, maybe another level of education or even in life, right?
Yeah, I mean, and I guess for me, the biggest thing is to try to get the skills that they could feel confident doing that, whether it's a community theater or whether it's professional. Yeah, and it's nice because, in choir, we, do a general sound for a big group, but you always have solo and ensemble things where you get to work on and hone in on those things that individuals want to do as well. So,
Maddie, tell me a little bit about the set. I understand it's quite unique for James and the Giant Peach.
All right. Well, one key factor to this set is it is a rotating peach. So there are a couple scenes where we have to have a small blackout in the middle with background music while we turn the peach to get it ready for the second half of the scene. And then there are other times where we have a lot of props that are on the peach for different scenes. And so we have to have very quick scene changes where we take everything off, bring other things on, and then rotate it, and then get into spots to start the scene. It is very chaotic at times, but it is definitely it's very magical when you see it happen.
I bet it is. It takes, again, speaking of choreography, that it took a lot to kind of get that timing down so you can get everything right for the next scene to start then.
Yeah, we have certain people designated to turning the peach just because we have to do it so quickly.
That's part of the tech crew as well.
No, that's usually members of the ensemble kind of behind stage, like back behind the sets.
Mm-hmm. Looking forward to it. Micah, why should people come see James and the Giant Peach at Kickapoo?
Well, we've just become over-prepared than I think all of us thought we were going to be. These last couple weeks have just came together so well. And, like they said, we could be ready right now. But that means we have all of next week just to make things better and do some fine-tuning. And it's very kid-friendly. And I think there's a role that'll suit everyone.
Have you put it on for an audience yet?
No, but next week, Tuesday, we have our preview just for students in the school. I think it's 6th through 8th hour.
Mm-hmm. And that's different, too, when you start to realize, you have to wait for laughter to finish and things like that. That's a whole different ballgame, isn't it? So looking at some other things you're involved in, you mentioned cross country there, Charlie. This is a real good time management thing because you were involved in that and you had to go to practice at night. Was it kind of hard to find the time to get everything done?
Not really, no. I go to school, then I went to cross country practice from 3:30 to 5, and then 5 to 8 was music rehearsal. So, and when that's all I have going on, it's not too big a challenge. I'm lucky enough that I don't have much homework.
He's making it sound easy. It's not easy.
No, that's a long day, my friend.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
That was probably the only advantage of cross-country season ending is that you've got a little bit more time to dedicate to this.
Oh, yeah. I am very glad that cross-country is over now, and I can dedicate my evenings fully to the musical.
You don't get out of breath, though, on stage because you've got all this stamina from cross-country, right?
I get out of breath sometimes. Singing long and loud gets you out of breath.
Uh-huh. Do you have to dance and sing at the same time?
Yeah, you're dancing, you're singing, you're moving around. I do a abnormal amount of running in this musical.
All right.
So do our atrocious aunties, especially our aunties. We're just all over the place. You got to keep the lobby clear. We're running through it all the time.
Spoiler alert.
Watch out for motorcycles.
Oh,
Yep.
Another thing to look forward to as well. We've talked before about your stage at Kickapoo, Catherine, but being kind of in the round there, it's unique, isn't it?
It is. It always presents a little unique challenge, but because we're used to it, I guess we always kind of plan in our mind, what works in this space and what doesn't. And like I say, Maddie said the rotating set, we hadn't had that up there in a few years, but this one just lent itself. So, trying to figure out, okay, how do we get a gigantic peach up there and how do we have other scenes at the same time? So it's really worked out wonderfully. Like I say, I'm kind of the brain behind the set design. And sometimes, I I think about an idea and I don't really know if it's going to work until it's there. And this has really worked really well. So I'm very, very happy with how it turned out.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see. I mean, just the stage alone and the peach and how that all looks under the lights. That's going to be pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah. So plans for the future. Let's talk about if you could pick Kickapoo's next musical, because you guys are all sophomores. So any idea, Charlie, what you'd vote for the next one when you're a senior?
Nightmare Before Christmas. It's just so peak. It's really good music, really good characters. And where we have our musical in November, it's perfect between spooky season and Christmas. Right where that movie belongs, I think.
You've thought this one out, it sounds like. That's
a little
good.
bit.
What about you, Micah?
I know we can't do it and it can't happen, but I love Hamilton. Like when we watched Hamilton, even if you don't understand what they're talking about, I think the music selection alone is like worth it.
Have either of you ever been to Broadway? You had a chance to?
No.
Maybe that's a real thrill. So maybe someday.
We will be this spring.
Yes,
Oh,
this
you
spring.
do go?
Yep.
Oh, awesome.
Big music trip out to DC and New York.
Do you know what you're seeing yet?
Hades Town.
Oh, okay. You're just seeing the one production?
Yep.
Yeah, that should be fun. Maddie, what about you? If you could choose.
I would say Footloose has always been one of my dream musicals to be in, just because, again, the music is absolutely amazing. The storyline is really good. I've seen it multiple times, done by multiple schools. So that's probably the one I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is a good one. I've not actually seen it on stage, but we're very familiar with the movie and the storyline and all of that. And you mentioned that you were involved at Westby as well. They have a pretty good theater program there, don't they?
Yeah, it was run through the Viroqua Community Theater over the summer, but Pete Ing was the director, so he actually had us perform it at the Westby School with their stage and everything else there.
I've seen their summer productions. They have the junior versions of some of those.
Yes,
they do a pretty good job with that.
There is actually a junior version of James and the Giant Peach. I've gone and listened to a few of their songs that they have in there as well.
Great. Favorite song in the whole production?
I would have to say Have You Even Begun to Wonder, which is the first song that you hear in the second act of the musical.
All right. What about you guys over here, Micah?
I think I'd have to agree with that because I think every insect gets a solo on it, and then the harmonies together are like very tight at the end. The choreography is not really planned out. It's kind of just getting into it for the most part towards the end. And then we have a scat part in there that's pretty fun. Yeah.
What about you, Charlie?
I agree as well. It's undeniably the best song in the musical for the choreography, the scat, but it wouldn't be nearly as good as it is if it wasn't for the talent of our insects. The scat is just so much fun. It's kind of bluesy. It's very funky. It's very good, very high energy.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Hope a lot of people will come. Tickets are on sale right now, Catherine.
Yep. You can get them in the Kickapoo High School office. Either stop in or you can call to reserve them or show up at the door that night before the show and purchase them there. But yeah, we hope you all come out. It's a wonderful family show. We'd love to see you there.
Generally, tickets are available at the door then?
Yep.
Good deal. Well, we wish you well. This is an awesome thing. You guys are putting this on, and thanks for coming in and joining us on the morning show.
Thank you for having us.
Good to see you. Break a leg there, as we say. Catherine Miller, Maddie Smith, Micah Fletcher, Charlie Zellhofer, a part of James and the Giant Peach next weekend, Thursday and Friday, and a Saturday matinee at the theater at Kickapoo High School.